Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into Android apps development. We'll be covering the basics you need to start building your first app using Android Studio. So if you ever wanted to make and build your own Android apps, you are in the right place. Let's get started. Let's get started by building a small simple calculator app. Let me show you how it will look. So basically yeah, we are going to build a very simple UI where we will have output over here. We will have first and second number input over here, and then we will have the operations like add, subtract, multiply, divide, and then a clear button. So this is how the app will look at the initial because it's a basic app. So yeah, let's get started. Before that, you will have to download Android Studio, which is free from the Google site. So you can click on google.com and click on Android Studio. I will be giving you a link how to install the Android Studio in a separate video somewhere on the top. So yes, now here once we have the Android Studio installed, you click and open on the Android Studio. You click on this new project. Once you click on this new project, you will have this empty views activity. You click here, you click on next. Now you give the name of your app. So this will be the name of your app. We will say simple calculator. This is the package name. This is used when we are going to publish the app on the Google App Store. So, and we will make sure it is unique. So right now we are going to publish the app, so we will leave it like that. This is the location where the code of this app is getting stored. So we are right now storing into the desktop code folder. Here the language, we will select the language. We will use Java rather than Kotlin for now. We will use the minimum SDK as it is. We leave it like that, and we will leave this setting like that. We click on finish. Now the app is getting set up and getting it started. So in the meanwhile, I will teach you how to connect your real device with your Android Studio so that uh, you will be able to see how the app will look, how the app will get um, how the app will be installed. So we will use the real device because it is much more faster to run. You can also use the virtual device from the Android Studio, but we will use the real device over here. Let me show you how to connect your real device. You click here, you go on the settings tab option. In the settings option now, here on the left side you will find tools, and here you will find device mirroring. Here you select all these three options. You click on OK, apply and OK, and then you connect your device and the device will be mirrored on the Android Studio itself. Now this is the final product which will be once we build the app. So I'll just show you how it works. You click on the first number, you can say 25. You click on the second number, say 5. Now you have got these two numbers. Now you click on add. This will add it to 30. If you subtract, it becomes 20. If you multiply, it becomes 125. If you divide, it becomes 5. If you click on it, on the clear button, it becomes blank. The output becomes blank. So this is how it's going to happen. This is how it's going to look. So without further ado, let's get started. So now the app is already set up. So here we have on the left hand side, we have got this folder, app folder. You expand the app folder. I will tell you what are the files that you need to touch, what are the files you don't need to touch. You basically click on this Java folder. In the Java folder, you don't need to touch on Android test and test. You will have to click here, you'll have to expand, and this is the main activity file where you will write most of the code here over the glue code. Next, you will click on the res folder. and on the layout you will find activity underscore main.xml. This is the file where you will basically set up your visual element of the app. So this is where you will be able to set how the app will look visually. What we will do is we will start from here. So let me create a space so that you will be able to see properly. Now on the left hand side we have got this code panel. On this code side you will find the palette. This palette we have got various other text UI elements. We have got text element, buttons, widgets, lots of elements over here which you can use to build your app. This is the main visual aspect of it where you will place the UI element, and this is the blueprint where you will see what elements have you added. You will find the type of all the elements that you have added. So let's use this text view option, text view element. So what we will do is we will create the output. We will basically make it to use as an output. These are the constraint lines which are basically holding this UI up so that it looks exactly where we have placed it. Now, once we have expanded it, let's change the text size. So we can basically change first we will name the element. So we'll name it as txt display result. This is the name of the element. Now we will change the size. So we will click here, we'll click on size. We will change the name with the size to 34 SC. We will align it, text align to text 10. We will add some padding to and say 7 dp. dp is the measuring unit over here. So now this is how it looks. Now we will also change the background color to make it more realistic. So we click on the background and we click here. Sorry, this is not the background. This is the background. Now we also need to change the text color. So we go at the text and then on the text color we will make it black. Now to change this, we can basically come here and we can initialize it with 0. So that's how the calculator looks actually. So this is the output screen. Now we have to put the input screen. So in the text, you will find the number. So you click here, you drag the number over here. You will resize it, increase the text size. We have got edit text. This is the ID of the element. So we will make as edit text num1 and refactor it. And then we have this the size. We will increase the size say to 20, maybe 24, or let's say put it 20. Then we will change the hint. We will change the hint over here and make the hint as first number. alignment, text alignment to center. So this is the first number. Now we will just first make sure that it stays where we set it up. So what we will do is we will connect to the guardrails and then we keep it here. We will copy and paste. We will make this as the second number and we will basically change to edit text number 2, refactor it, change the hint to second number. So the first number and second number. Now let me attach the button over here. So again we need to connect the constraint. So that once it's connected, it should be placed exactly where it has to be. To change the name as btn add, refactor it. We will put the text as plus and try to make it look like a cycle. Increase the text size to 24. Now this button is for addition. Copy and paste it. Similarly, we will rename this for subtraction. So it's subtract, subtract, and change the sign over here. Now it is addition subtraction. Now we will make the multiplication sign as btn multiply, refactor it. In the text we will put a next sign over here. We'll get the multiplication sign ready. Similarly, we'll have the division. So this is btn multiply, this is btn divide. Refactor it. In the text we will write division like this. So the division. Now let's make a clear button over here. So we will write btn reset, refactor it. We should also looks like change the color of this button slightly. So we can basically change the color say to what the right here to blue, not text color. This is not the color that we need to change. Shadow color. Basically, we need to see the background color. No, this is also not the color. Hold on. So it's okay. We will do it later on. First, what we need to is we need to connect these interfaces to make it work. Currently, these are the interfaces which are placed over here, but they will not work. So what we will do is we'll just save it and we click on the main activity. Now here we have to first declare all the elements that we have added. So we'll say declare all the elements. Now here we will say text view and we will put the name as text display result. So we will put to do we will set text display result. Similarly, we have got edit text and we have got edit text as this first number, edit text number one, put it here, comma, we'll declare the other one, edit text number two, and then we add over here. Similarly, we have got button and we have to declare all the buttons. So we have got btn add, click on btn add, comma, we want btn subtract, comma, btn multiply, comma, btn divide, comma, btn reset. So now all the elements are declared. Now what we need to do is we need to basically connect these elements with the UI. So we will say txt display result is equal to find view by id. Now here find view by id we need to say r dot id dot txt display result. So this will be have added txt display. Now we will add edit text num1 is equal to find view by id r dot id dot edit text num1, then we got edit text num2 is equal to find u by id r dot id dot edit text num to. Similarly, we have to say for the button we have to attach btn add button is equal to id by id r dot id dot btn add. So this is the add button which is connected. Now we have got btn subtract is equal to find u by id r dot id dot btn subtract. Similarly, we have got btn multiply r dot id dot btn multiply btn divide equal to r dot id dot btn divide. So now add we have basically connected the UI the UI element with the variable. Now let's add the button functionality. So we'll say btn add is it dot set on click listener new one click listener, and this is how you get a method. Now here we need to redeclare int num1 num2 comma results. Now num1 equals num1 equals integer dot parse int, then we got edit text num1 dot get fetch dot to string num2 is equal to integer dot parse int edit text num2 dot get text dot to string. So we have got these two numbers now as integer converted to integer. Now we say result is equal to num1 plus num2, and then now we have to basically display this result to the text display. So we'll say txt display result dot set text like result. Now we save it. Now let's try to run it. Let's try to see if this is connected properly, if there is any error, because each code that you run, you need to make sure that it's working. So we will click here. We will wait for the app to run basically. So we have got this app run. Now let's put the number say 23 and the other number say 30 and we click on add. So yeah, this is congrats. We have our working application. So we have got these two numbers getting added. Right now the subtraction is not working, so we will implement the subtraction, multiplication and division now. So yeah, we are on the right track. So let's now implement the BTN subtract dot set on click listener new beyond click listener. Now again, what we will do is we will just copy this and we will paste over here, and rather than num1 plus num2, we will say num1 minus num2 and we will display the result. So this is how the subtraction is added. Now for the multiplication again, we have got btn multiply. So btn multiply dot set on click listener new beyond click listener. Again, we will copy this and we will paste it over here. And instead of the subtraction, we will do the multiplication over here and we will add it. We will basically save it. Now, let's also add the division, but we will implement it in a different way. So here we set uh, set on click listener new, and then here. Now here what we will do is, because this is a division of number 1 by number 2. So what we will have to do is we don't have to type this as integer, so we will say double num1 comma num2 comma result result, and then num1 is equal to double dot pass double edit text num1 dot get text dot to string num1, then we got num2 is equal to double dot pass double edit number 2 dot get text dot to string. Now the number is passed. Now we also need to check if the number is not 0. So we'll say if num2 is equal to 0, then txt display dot set text error division by 0, and we will return here, turn it over here, and then have to use double equals. Then we will say result equal Now 1 divided by num 2, and then txt display result dot set test 1, and here we will set up the set test plus resolve. So now it is set to that. Now we will do the reset one. So that's the final button there. We will reset to 0, to btn reset dot set on click list now new, and then here we will simply say txt display result dot set test 0 and save it. Now once you save it, you click here and we run it. Let's run it. Go to launching. There is some error it seems. It looks like some error is over here. Let's put it over here like this. Yes, so it looks like this particular button is having some issue. What we will do is we will put 25, 5, and then we add, subtract, multiply, and divide. So it's working properly. Now we will just implement the last button. So you see why it is happening. So if you see over here, it's display, test, test, display, test, 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 delete and reset over here. We have not connected the BT and reset button over here, so we will connect the BT and reset is equal to find u by id r dot id dot btn reset, and then put the semicolon, save it, and now we will make it run, and hopefully it should work now. So we add, subtract, multiply, divide, and then once we click on clear, zero. So yeah, now it's working. Now we have a working application. Thank you.